This topic is off the wall for a lot of attorney types, but I know that if you're anything like me, you are interested in how the law of attraction can help you excel in law school, pass that bar exam, and even apply to a successful attorney life. In this video, I'm focusing specifically on how you can tie in the law of attraction and other manifestation principles into your bar prep so that you can feel more centered and grounded while you move through it. This is a unique video title, but I am all in things manifestation oriented. And if you've tried to manifest a passing bar exam score before and it hasn't worked for you, there's something that you're probably doing wrong. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. So let's dive in. Most people understand that manifestation using the different universal laws like law of attraction, law of assumption, and such is something that they aspire to be able to do efficiently, but takes years of practice. It doesn't have to be that hard. But there's this one thing that you need to know when you're trying to manifest a high passing bar exam score, nobody probably revealed to you. And it is that when you are thinking on passing and you're envisioning passing and you're creating your future life and going forward to the end and dwelling in that, that's one piece of it. The physical action of studying every day and doing your practice questions and things like that, that's another end of it. But in that end, people often miss the most important component, how you feel when you are studying. Many people save feeling good for a small segment of their day, say when they're doing their meditation, affirmation, or manifestation ritual. But the fact is, how you feel most of the time is going to determine your outcome. Now, a lot of you may feel very discouraged just hearing that because feeling good on a long-term basis seems out of reach. Actually, it takes the action steps and practice to achieve, feeling great 23 hours out of 24, the same action steps of practice to get there than it does to do anything else you've accomplished in life. And if you've gotten all the way through law school, you know how to build in action steps and reach a goal. So apply that to feeling good. And you will start to be in a place where you get to feel great most of the day. And the huge determining factor of whether your manifestations actualize is how you're feeling as you go through the day. So let's break it down for you so that you can understand the way to move yourself into feeling good most of the time so that your outcome can unfold for you. One of the main areas that bar takers are going to end up feeling bad is when it comes to the actual bar studying. Why? Because maybe you answer a question incorrectly and you beat yourself up. Or maybe you read something and you end up rereading it 5 more times because you didn't retain it. Or maybe you've been skipping bar prep altogether. There are solutions for all of those things. And I actually address these types of bar prep hurdles throughout my channel in other videos. So I'm going to link a playlist that you can find answers to those specific problems. The most important part in that arena is how are you talking to yourself when such a thing happens? Chances are you are beating yourself up. And the reason you're beating yourself up is because you are fast forwarding to a negative end, which means that in the speed of light, you've just practiced a negative outcome in your head. And practicing an outcome in your head is what creates the outcome in reality. So unbeknownst to yourself, through the act of studying, feeling bad, you are actually meditating on not passing the bar. So that little half hour you're spending meditating on passing the bar, visualizing your positive end, is outweighed by all the time that you're spending quickly, almost subconsciously, fast forwarding to a negative end. Because it's subconscious, you're going to have to catch it before it fast forwards. You're going to have to catch it at its inception. And the way that you do that is pay attention to how you're talking to yourself while you study. Are you beating up on yourself, criticizing yourself, telling yourself you should be doing better? Because half an hour of positive affirmations or manifestation techniques is not going to outweigh 4 to 8 hours of beating up on yourself. So start there with changing your self-talk, telling yourself it's okay, and opening up to some solutions. Because maybe your act of manifesting has brought you to this video where you can understand that there are ways to adjust your study habits and different strategies you can choose that work better for your brain and come out with the outcome of you and produce the outcome of you retaining and produce the outcome of you focusing better, retaining more information, and more easily recalling the information, plus feeling energized throughout your entire study session instead of giving up halfway. There are actual literal techniques to use to tailor your bar prep to you so that you can do better while you're studying, and then you'll feel better. And then when you feel better, you're speaking to yourself better. It enhances the chances that your positive outcome will come about. The other area that is quickly and easily missed is something that's little spoken about. It's called excess potential. When you focus really, really hard on something that you really, really want, there's a law of balances, a universal law of balances that's thrown off because you're focusing so hard on passing the bar. What you want to do is back off of that and focus on a general view and feeling of a successful lawyer life and how good it will feel when you are doing that. This takes the pressure off of the bar itself, but it also assumes that you've already passed the bar if you're focusing on a lawyer life. The bar exam is now an inevitability. It's just going to happen. To dissipate excess potential when you know that you've spent years focusing on this whole passing the bar thing. Let's say that you graduated from focusing on failing the bar. And why do I keep failing the bar? And you moved on to focusing on passing the bar and meditating on that. You've moved into the realm of manifesting your desired outcome. Focusing on that is great, but if you've been doing it in the gripping way that many people do when they first start learning about manifestation, you've probably created excess potential. One way to alleviate that is to go further than the bar exam and go into your lawyer life and visualize that. And another way to dissipate excess potential that's already built up over the time that you've been manifesting is to take action. Intent is the way you want to go, not goals, but intent. I intend to pass the bar. When you intend to pass the bar, it means you have a desire to do so, and it's also speaking to the fact that you're willing to do what it takes. So take some action. Now, for a bar taker who's bar prepping, your action is already laid out in front of you. Open the books, get studying. But a lot of people who are frozen in fear do not start studying. That frozen in fear, not studying part is a sure sign of excess potential. And so you want to start taking baby steps in order to break that frozen feeling. You want to dismantle all the fear that's built up because of the fact that you've been focusing so hard on passing the bar, right? Focusing so hard on passing the bar actually creates a buildup of fear that stems from what if I don't? The more you want it, the more afraid you are of not accomplishing it. And now it feels like life and death, even though it really wasn't life and death to begin with, and it still isn't life and death right now, just in your body is feeling like life and death because you put so much emphasis on it. Now you have to break that down and back it up. But most people are now frozen in fear and diving into their studying, which is the action that would dissipate all that excess potential. Diving into the studying, the preferred action is not quite reachable for them. If that's the case, I highly recommend you start off with something very simple like my study meditation. You can access it for free by inputting your email at the link below. Using the study meditation slowly starts to bring your brain away from the frozen in fear section. The frozen in fear starts to bring your brain away from the frozen in fear state and starts to reorient yourself towards hope and peace on the bar exam. The next step that I highly recommend you take is that you tailor your bar exam studies to yourself. Find out your learning strength, your study personality. I have a quiz below that you can use to get your study personality. And once you find out your personality type for studying and your learning strength, use that to inform how you tailor your bar prep so that you can have an easier go at studying and you can actually enjoy studying and look forward to studying. Right? If you use the material that I'm linking below, you can tailor a bar prep that fits you, that you actually want to go do, that gives you hope, and now you're taking action. Just the act of clicking, inputting your email, and downloading stuff from my website is action. And action dissipates all that excess potential that you've been building up while you've been entranced on passing the bar. So take these 2 tips under your belt so that you can move forward manifesting your passing bar exam score the right way. Number 1, get off of passing the exam itself because you're building excess potential while you focus on that. Move on to something beyond passing the bar that assumes you've already passed the bar. Okay. And then number 2, start taking action, right? Go ahead, take action, and taking action dissipates the excess potential. It channels that energy into actual stuff that's constructive. And now everything is freed up to fall into place for you to pass the bar exam. Okay. So if you want more tips like this, chances are you'll need to speak to me directly because I know the manifestation community within the law world is probably small. So there won't be a lot of videos like this on the channel. But if you want more, let me know below. And if you want to speak with me directly, once you get onto our mailing list and you're in our community, you'll get tons of opportunities to be able to have free consultations with me, strategy sessions with me, go deeper into your personal bar exam journey. Just look below to get started, and I'll see you in the next video.